all of these. It says, I will be gone now. Call me when you want me to come home. And all of the children will then leave with their deadbeat dad father who cheated. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about how to make your kids and toddlers more realistic. I just did a video about a week ago on how to make your teens more realistic, and I thought this would be a great follow-up video. Today we are going to be looking at some mods, some lots that you can get from the gallery, and ways that you can improve your kids and toddlers in your Sims 4 game. We are going to be playing today with our Jones family. They are one of the families that I've previously talked about. As you guys know, I have like a magical save, I have a more realistic save, and then I actually just created a save for myself with a sim that I created as myself. So we are going to be jumping into game with this family. Just to give you guys some history on the Jones family, Charlie actually married Sergio Romeo from the Bro family. They are in the process of getting a divorce. However, this is the perfect family to play because they have 2 children and 2 toddlers. So some of the mods that I'm going to be talking about are by Kawaii Stacie and by LittleMsSam, and then I'm going to be showing some lots that you guys can use in your game. So the first mod that I'm going to demonstrate with is actually the Spend Time With mod, which I actually just recently discovered. It's an awesome mod that will allow you to send your kids away for a period of time, however long you want them to. Usually I send them away for the weekend, and then I would bring them back on Sunday. So like they would leave Friday night and then come back Sunday afternoon, so that way they could prepare for school. So what we're going to do is we are going to find Sergio, who is staying in Sim City, and we're going to select him. See, their relationship is in red, you know, like most of my relationships. So after she's done mopping, she's going to go ahead and select him, and then you can select which child that you want him to pick up. And then usually they'll be somewhere on the corner. If you want them to pick up all the children, you can have them pick up all the children, or you can just push X. And as you can see, sorry, let me close out all of these. It says, I will be gone now. Call me when you want me to come home. And all of the children will then leave with their deadbeat dad father who cheated with someone that she took him on vacation with. Guys, my games get kind of crazy. Ignore me. So yes, the children will leave and they will all go with their deadbeat dad father, and that will allow them to just go, and they'll even leave your family on the lower half of on your little icon. They'll leave, so they actually are no longer a part of your family until you're ready to call them back. So it's been about 5 minutes. I miss them so much. I'm going to call household member home, which is going to allow me to bring them all back to the house. I don't want them out in this snowy weather. As you can see, then they pop right back up at the corner, and It'll say Kenyon has met Quentin while being away. So it also gives them a chance to meet other people and gain some responsibility, and it'll give them things when they come back. And it's so funny when it pops up in the corner. It'll say, "Here's Johnny, just kidding. It's me, and I'm back home." And then the toddlers will just say, "I'm home." So that is the first mod, Spend Time With. And especially if you have families that are separated, they can spend time with their other parent or their grandparents or whoever you want them to. My next mod that I'm going to suggest is the More Best Friends mod by LittleMsSam. She makes a great amazing family mods, which are awesome because it will allow them to have more realistic. If I could go through every single LittleMsSam mod in one video, I would, because every single one of them can be beneficial to your game. So let's say Chloe is not related to Kenyon. She can be best friends with Kenyon, as well as best friends with Grace down the street, or Samir Pancakes, who I actually had the Pancakes have kids. I don't know why I would do that. And I think Eliza Pancakes is actually pregnant now. I changed the MCC settings so that way the risky woohoo would be a little bit higher. So now, like, random people are getting pregnant in my game. But this mod will allow your teen, your adult, your elders to have more than one friend, which is super important to me because my sim has tons of friends, and obviously it's super important, like, that you have more of a realistic, like, friendships in your game. So right now, my sim mom is best friends with Zuri. So we're going to call Reagan over, and we're going to see if she wants to be best friends as well. Not that that's how reality works. We don't just ask people, "Hey, you want to be best friends?" But we're going to do this today in our Sims game because, you know, Reagan, she's a hot mess. Charlie's a hot mess. We're all hot messes. And there are the kids. They just breaking down. Oh, mama getting it. Yeah, I don't have any, like, dance overhauls or dance overrides. So my dances are just the base game dances. However, I still think they're pretty worthwhile. Where is Reagan? She is probably traveling. Oh, she is on her iPad over here. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to start these interactions right away. We're going to compliment her outfit because everybody loves a nice outfit compliment. And then we are going to become best friends. And then you will see that Zuri will be best friends with me, as well as Reagan. Will you be my friend? Of course, we'll be best friends. I love you, girl. Love you. So now we're going to check in here and see what's up. So let's see if Reagan has maintained her friendship. They're best friends. And then if we go down to Zuri, who is her other best friend, you'll see that Zuri is still best friend. So I think that this mod is super important for the game because it's more realism. I have more than one best friend in my real life. Therefore, I want my Sims to have more than one best friend. I don't think you should have to end your friendship with one friend in order to become best friends with someone else. So thank you, LittleMsSam, for this mod, because it's great. It's absolutely great. So this next mod is also by LittleMsSam. I should have just did a LittleMsSam review because I feel like all of them. This next one, though, is the social activities mod. This is great for, like, let's say you want time away from your toddlers, but it's during the week, they're not supposed to be with their dad, or you don't want to send them to your grandparents. You can send your toddlers to daycare. You can send them for 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, and they will have a lot of fun, and it costs $10 per hour per sim. Um, so it's a great way that you can send your toddlers away, but then also there are other activities. So let's say you want your Sims to go to an art exhibition or the circus. You can choose the kids in your family to send with their mom. So if the mom wants to send them, away to the circus to become circus clowns. No, I'm kidding. You can take your sim kids to the circus. It's just a great way to add more realism to the game, and it's just a rabbit hole. They'll go away for a little while and they'll come back. They can also visit friends. They can visit family members. They can visit acquaintances. They can go on a date. Because I have the LittleMsSam's First Love mod, that will allow my son to actually go visit his crush, which is so stinking cute. I love it. I think that it's so real, it's crazy. Now, it doesn't say that they're going on a date. They're just going to spend some time with their crush. Just you and your crush spending some quality time together. Which the only thing that I wish that is that there were more opportunities for them to hang out with their crush or more interactions. But hopefully she will come up with some more interactions if there is a later update. So my next mods are actually by Kawaii Stacie. I've talked about the first mod in previous games. This is actually, or in previous reviews, this is actually a playable school mod. So if you guys haven't heard about it, it allows you to send your Sims to school, and you can plan a social event, but children can't. Kawaii Stacie actually has a everyone can plan events mod. I don't have it in my computer because I have so many mods in my computer. I don't want my game to run slow. So if you don't have too many mods, or if you have enough space to add in that mod, I would definitely suggest it. But I also plan it as the mom, and then the mom will go to school with them. So basically what I would do is I go in here, I would plan out their days, Monday through Friday, what days I want to go to school with them, and then you'll get to actually attend school with your kids. And even though you're not considered a teacher in the mod, it will still allow you to play as the teacher. So you'll just walk up to a mic and you'll start talking. So if you guys have any questions about the playable school mod, you guys should definitely drop down in the comment section, and I will give an in-depth playable school mod review. It's absolutely necessary for my game because I do play multiple households where I have teens and kids that go to school. So it just allows me to change up my gameplay. Some days I send them to school into the rabbit hole, and some days I go to school with them. So definitely check out Kawaii Stacie's playable school mod. And just to go a little bit into depth, there is private high school, there's public high school, private grade school, and public grade school. And you can make it a gold event where they will increase in grades. They'll also be able to learn new skills. They'll be able to do their homework, do makeup work, anything that you want them to do. And especially if you're sending your parent to school with them and you want them to play as a teacher, you can, cheat them $1,000 every day as their quote unquote paycheck, but then they also can stand at the mic and the kids will listen, and that will be considered them learning from their educator. So it's great, guys. You just have to check it out. My next mod I've talked about in my teens mod. It is the sleepover mod, and I've also talked about it in my Harry Potter Let's Play. If you want your Sims to be realistic, you want them to maybe sleep over at their parents' house or their grandparents' house, you can do that with Kawaii Stacie's sleepover mod. I will talk about this mod all day, every day, because it's absolutely necessary. You'll create a gold event, or you don't have to have it as a gold event. They can just have their friends come over, sleep over, they watch movies, they talk, and then you have them go to sleep, and then they'll leave after that. And it's a great mod, especially for your teen sims as well as your child sims. So if you want, go ahead and check out Kawaii Stacie's playable school mod. Playable school mod. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a long day, and it's only like 12 o'clock. The sleepover mod. And if you want more in-depth detail about the sleepover mod, definitely go and check out the realistic teens video that I just did in my last video. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to our world lots that are going to make your game more realistic for your kids. I actually download a lot of lots from the gallery because I don't make homes well. I actually made the Jones home, but I made it based off of one of my childhood friend homes, and it's because her home was so basic and I loved it, and that's how I made the Jones home. But most of my homes I actually just get off the gallery because they're great people who make these. And this is my very first one I'm going to show. I'm going to show the Happy Days Preschool by AVIZZZZ. That's 4 Z's. This mod, the playable school mod, allows you to go to preschool with your preschoolers. So I decided to drop this lot into my game, and it has so much in it. They have playgrounds, they have classrooms, they have a lunchroom. I did add some high chairs into the game, so that way when they are, doing their thing, or when they're eating, I can put the toddlers in there. But each room is definitely, like, you can tell that there was a lot of thought put into each room. And each room is different. You can tell that absolutely. So this is the kitchen area. There are 2 classrooms over here. And then this seems to be like an indoor, like, playground for when the kids can't go outside. So I love this because they have the 2 ball pits. They also have the toddler tables, as well as multiple doll houses, and it'll just allow the toddlers to play. But this I believe is only for kids unless you download specific mod to let the toddlers use the coloring tables, but that's okay. I still think it's cute and just a nice little add-on. I actually put the bedrooms in here, or the beds. I like to call them the cots in here, because I thought that it was absolutely necessary that while these kids are at preschool, they have nap time, and I will actually send all of the kids to go to sleep in that room. And then here is the next room, which is again very similar to the other rooms, but every room is just a little bit different. And some of the rooms have bathrooms, some of the rooms do not. And then here is the outdoor area, which is obviously super cute. They have the playground, the slide, a sandbox, an outdoor dollhouse, and then there are all of these coolers that are out here, as well as benches, and it's just super cute. I love it, guys, and it looks just like a real preschool. So I would definitely consider downloading picking this lot from the gallery by AVIZZZZ. I don't want to say her name wrong, but I will put the name in the description if you guys are interested. My last, not necessarily the least, favorite lot that I use in my game is actually the Disney store lot. I love this lot, and it's plus FNAC. I don't know what store that is, but we'll check it out anyway. This was actually created by someone who is not an English speaker, so I'm not quite sure of the description, but I will show you this beautiful lot. The Disney store was actually something that I put down because I knew that I didn't have enough for my toddlers and children to do. And I did kind of edit it a little bit so that way I could fit it towards my game. But the general idea of what this person did, I kept because it is really, really cute. So one side is a bookstore and the other side is the Disney store. And just to give you an idea, so here's the bookstore portion where they can kind of go in and check out the books and, you know, purchase books and whatever, you know, they want. They can sit and they can read. And then here is the lower level of the Disney store where they have toys and different pictures, and it's so detailed to the point where they have pictures of Frozen and Disney princesses, and it looks like they have dolls, but they're really just paintings, and it's adorable. I love it so much. And then they have the mannequins with like the costumes on, and you can actually purchase the costumes off of the mannequin. Here's the upstairs area where again they have Marvel and superhero costumes. They have toys as well as just a ton of different things. I added in this Don't Wake the Llama table, as well as the game Void Critter Battle Station, so that way the kids can kind of come here and just try out the game. I did not purchase it for my kids at home. And then over here is like a little toddler area, so you can drop them off while you're shopping. And I kind of just added this element in because since I do have toddlers, I wanted them to basically be on their own. One thing that I forgot to do while I was editing this lot is put a light in here. So while they were like playing, the toddlers did not have any lights. So make sure that if you're editing any rooms in the lots that you include the basics like lighting, because that's absolutely necessary. Other than that, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this mod review, as well as some of the more interesting ways that you can add to your teen Sims and your children and your toddlers. If you guys have any questions about some of the lots that I've used, or you want more in-depth detail about some of the mods that I'm using, please drop down in the comment section so that way I can go in depth. And make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you get daily updates of when I'm posting. Thank you again, and I will see you guys later.